humility. Right? We all know what is humility. It is staying grounded. Now the bhajan boys, like sir was saying, were a little special lot because they would sit in front of Swami every day, right in front, so close to Swami's feet, and Swami would invariably come and chat with them and talk to them, and he had a very special time that he would give only for bhajan boys. So it is but natural that the horns tend to grow a little and the feet take off. You levitate a little bit, a few inches off the ground because you're part of the bhajan group. But that's where this concept of humility comes in. It is so necessary to know that whatever we have is God's gift to us. There's nothing that we have done knowingly to have got the talents that we have. Now, by that we don't necessarily mean only the musical talent. Any talent that we have. It could be cooking, it could be public speaking, it could be writing a script for a drama, whatever it is. These are all the different talents that we don't know what we did to get those talents. And that's precisely the reason why we should be very humble about it. Now, can you imagine a very, very famous Prashanti Mandir bhajan singer by name Raja Reddy Garu, who from the 60s, who used to be the Mandir bhajan singer. He was like the cream, the ice, icing on top of the cake. He was that for the bhajan group for decades. We're talking about 25-30 years. And one day, after singing in Swami's presence for 30-35 years, every single day in the morning and evening, one day when he was seated for bhajan, he was supposed to sing the next bhajan, and the mic was kept in front of him. He took the mic and kept it in front of him, and he shut his eyes because the previous bhajan was going on. He opens his eyes, and the mic is not there. So when he had his eyes closed, Swami had looked at the person who was seated next to him and said, "Take the mic away." Okay? So he opens his eyes and the mic is not there. And he knew that such a sacrilegious thing could not have been done unless it had Swami's say. Unless Swami had asked for it to be moved, nobody would dare touch the mic when Raja Reddy Garu was supposed to be singing next. And he looks up at Bhagwan, and Bhagwan has his eyes closed and he's in bliss. I don't know what's going on. So he just accepted that Swami did not want him to lead bhajans any further. And he says at the end of the bhajan session, when Swami took Aarti, as he got up to leave the bhajan hall, Swami, it seems, looked deep into his eyes. Their eyes locked for a fraction of a second. Swami just looked into his eyes and walked away. And Raja Reddy Garu says, in that look, I could see him question me, how long are you going to hold on to this? When are you going to let go? And see what a humble person that he was. It took him just that moment to stop leading the bhajans at Prashanti Mandir after 35 years. There was no fanfare, there was no farewell, there was no facing out of Raja Reddy Garu. It happened in a fraction of a second. And we will be in a position to accept that kind of a let go only if we are grounded to the fact that you gave it, you take it. Why should I feel bad about it? Right? That's why it's so important that we realize that we need to be humble.
In fact, his wife, Mrs. Geeta Reddy, a wonderful singer herself, she mentions that after this incident, Raja Reddy Garu was so blessed that, he would have visions of Shirdi Baba wherever he went. When he would sleep, he would have dreams of Shirdi Baba. When he was waking, he would see Shirdi Baba, walking around. That was something that Swami blessed him with for this seemingly small act of just giving up bhajans. Go beyond bhajans. And such an incident is a lesson for everybody who is sitting around. For all of us who have sung for a year or 2 years, we, like he said, everything pumps up and we get these horns and we think we have done everything. 30, 35 years, sometimes just him singing the entire bhajan session in the early 60s. It was just him. Sometimes there would just be two of them, he, Mohan Rao Garu, sometimes Mr. Eradi, three of them. Such a person gave it up in an instant because he knew what Swami wanted of him. That is because of the humility. And Swami puts such, such inspiring and people in our midst so that we can learn. And Swami makes sure he does this in front of everybody. Because if he could have done it in the interview room, he could have told him, Raja Reddy, today is the last day. Tomorrow onwards, you don't sing. He wouldn't have sung. But why does he do it in the outside in front of people like us, with swollen heads, is to drive home a lesson to us. So there's another very...
At this point, can I ask you to sing any one bhajan that Raja Reddy Garu used to sing?
Oh yeah, let us all sing one bhajan that... कमल नेत्र साईश्वरा कमल नेत्र साईश्वरा कैवल्य तेज सुरेश्वरा सुरेश्वरा कमल नेत्र साईश्वरा मेघ श्याम घन गगन शरीरा शांत ब्रह्ममय अभयकरा मेघ श्याम घन गगन शरीरा शांत ब्रह्ममय अभयकरा अभयकरा कमल नेत्र साईश्वरा. This and hundreds of such bhajans you can just imagine. I still remember in the those days when I started singing, he used to come after we were all seated in the bhajan hall. He would come, a very stately person in his kurta and that dhoti he would wear, and come and sit in front of us. That is a place Swami had given us. All of us would sit up to a certain level, and then he would sit one place ahead of us. And that is the place from where Swami had asked him to stop singing.